Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while. It has been a long time since I've sat down and done a sit down video. Actually, I think the last time I sat down and did a sit down video was around my hysterectomy time, which is crazy that I'm back here again to give you guys an update, a life update, and life and homeschool update kind of thing, because there's just been so much changes. I'm just gonna dive into it without getting too much into details, because I feel like I want to do other videos on homeschool related stuff, because definitely for homeschool there is so much more that I can't discuss it all in this video, because we've changed a lot of homeschool things. My oldest is gonna be in high school, so we've gone with a different route in curriculum and stuff like that. So we've stopped using things that we've used for several years, and we're not going to go back to it anytime soon, or probably ever. So there's definitely some videos homeschool wise that I definitely want to make, because let me tell you, things have changed in homeschool a lot when it comes to curriculum. And yeah. So that's that. I'll do some homeschooling videos later on. I kind of want to get all these things just going and get it over with and done. Excuse the mess of the hair and everything. It doesn't really matter to me. I hope it doesn't matter to you. So it is what it is. This is mom life. And yeah. So the last time I sat down to do a video with you guys, the last two times, the first time was to update on that I was getting a hysterectomy because I was diagnosed with adenomyosis, which is a condition in the uterus, endometriosis in the uterine lining, something like that. And then I went in, I spoke to the doctor, and I just wasn't ready for a hysterectomy at that point. So I did, he went in, he did the diagnostic laparoscopic surgery, and then I came home. We spoke about it on a follow-up visit where so I went back on his schedule. I did go back on his schedule again for a hysterectomy again. So the hysterectomy was rescheduled a little while. It was rescheduled. I had to give my body time to heal. I couldn't go under back to back like that. So they did give me some time. I did have to take a little break, and then my hysterectomy was rescheduled. It wasn't that long of a break, by the way. But either way. So let me get my book here. I have some notes that I think I wrote it down. Did I? I wrote some things down. But anyways, so what had happened was my hysterectomy was, I don't see the notes that I'm looking for. So what had happened is that the hysterectomy was rescheduled. The week before my scheduled hysterectomy, you have to go in to get blood work done. Guys, I'm looking at myself and I'm seeing like this craziness going on here. It doesn't matter. So week before, I went in to do my blood work to get cleared for surgery, because you need to have, you need to make sure that everything, your vitals and everything, and your blood count, and to make sure that your blood count and everything and your whatever is, you're good for surgery, you're cleared for surgery, through blood work. So the week before, which was about 7 days, you're supposed to take this test 5 days before. 5 days before. I just can't with this, I just can't, I'm sorry. I have to fix that, I'm sorry. There we go. So no more bumps to deal with. So the week before my hysterectomy, you're supposed to go in 5 days before to get your blood work done. I did not go in 5 days. I called in immediately. When I got my orders done, I called in and I was like, I made my appointment to go in. So that was about 7 days, 7-ish days or so before my hysterectomy. So at that time, This was now the second time going in for a hysterectomy. I was on the surgeon's schedule to get this done for the second time around, and I feel like he might have been fed up at me at this point, because again, I wasn't ready to do it. I wasn't like I just wasn't mentally ready to do it. So, you know, but either way, so a week before I went to get my blood work, and my hysterectomy had to be canceled again. So that was the second time my hysterectomy had to be canceled. This video is going on to 6 minutes now, so I'm gonna try and edit out whatever little bits I can here and there without rambling on too much. But yes, there's like a bunch of mess here. I just scoot that out of the way. All right, so my memory was full, so here I am again. So I keep rambling on and I just can't get to the point. The point is, I feel like I don't know if I'm 100% ready to talk about it, but I would really like to make some videos for myself to remember and to look back on, and yeah, I really would. So this is, let me just stand up here really quickly. This is why my hysterectomy was canceled the second time around. It's a bump. This is why my hysterectomy was canceled the second time around. Oh my goodness. I did have, of course, I had follow-up appointments with doctors and stuff like that. One of the doctors, like, I recall his exact words because it was just so wow. You know, first off, adenomyosis is something that causes infertility. I didn't know if I was even gonna be able to have another child, even though it was a desire of my heart to, you know, to have another child in the future. I didn't think at that moment so soon or anything like that, but again, I was about to have a hysterectomy and never have the chance of ever having another child again. And so there's that, but the doctor said it was divine intervention. Someone made up my mind for me, and that someone is God. That is most definitely one of the most accurate and just beautiful things that was said to me, like divine intervention, because it really, really was. So yeah, we are expecting our third. Just by the grace of God. I mean, we found out, well, I actually knew I was pregnant, like when I was 2 weeks pregnant. And I think I want to do a video on that. Like symptoms I was having already at 2 weeks pregnant, which normally it takes like 8 weeks, 4 to 6 to 8 weeks, you know. But I was having symptoms around 2 weeks. So I kind of knew that I was pregnant, and I want to get into that. Like, I just want to, if this is my last pregnancy, there's so much that I just want to, like, you know, remember. I just want to be able to have those memories of what it was like, because I know sometimes when I look back at other videos when I was pregnant with my second and I had that baby bump, and it was just like, oh, baby bump. If this is my last baby bump, I don't know. God alone knows. God alone knows. He knows the plan. He knows the future. He knows everything. And I'm just like, okay with that. That's like, yes, thank you. Amen. I'm good with that. That is good for me. So with that being said, I am going to, like, even today, I don't want to practice. I know that in some videos too, side note is that I've been really out of breath. So I feel like it's about time I make this video, because obviously if you don't already know, you're probably going to be like, this lady is really out of shape because she can't breathe properly. But that's not the case. Even though I may be a little out of shape, I'm actually just pregnant. So it's very hard to breathe. But I do want to make some freezer meals, some postpartum freezer meals. That's definitely something on my list. I have my meat in my sink, which I'm going to be doing today. So I'm going to actually make a video on that as well, because I really want that. Freezer meals are good up in the freezer for 3 months. So if I can have these things made and ready for postpartum, then, you know, it would last. I have like a hairball on my little thing there. So it would last for that time, and we can use it right after when baby's born, and Lord willing, everything goes well, and I'm just praying and trusting God. You know, so I will be doing some freezer meals, and taking you guys along with me while I make those freezer meals. As far as freezer meals goes, I guess I could talk about that in the other video, so I might just sit here and do another intro for that video because why not? Two things done at one time. So we're going to be doing some freezer meals. I do want to do some videos on like my first trimester, my first trimester, my second trimester, things like that, because this has been a completely different pregnancy for me because I am geriatric, I am older, symptoms and stuff like that, because I am geriatric, so I am older now, so it's been very, very different. Symptom-wise, was very, very different for me. I was very sick this pregnancy, as opposed to my others, and it's nothing to do with gender or anything, it's just to do with my age, and everything else that was going on previously. So I do want to do some videos on that because, again, I want to remember it, and it's just, especially if this is my last time, then, you know, I just think, why not? So want to do some videos on that. Wanted to share that update with you because they will be seeing different things like postpartum prep and things like that, what's in my hospital bag and stuff like that. I want to make videos like that, and even a labor story, a labor delivery story, if, you know, if God goes well, what I'm preparing myself, how I'm preparing myself for labor and things like that. I want to do all those things in the future, so obviously I had to make an update to let you guys know that this is why you're seeing all that content, all those different types of videos. So I will see you guys next time. I'm probably going to sit right here and do another intro for the freezer meals, so I may look exactly the same, but that's okay. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.